Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Beyond Reality for August 29th for Beyond Mystic, and happy birthday to my sister. So we've had some really interesting things coming up this week, a lot of different energies and even some synchronicities that I've noticed within readings. So we'll share a few of those today. But I also just want to remind you to please jump on over to Beyond Mystic's YouTube channel and please like, share and subscribe. We love it when you guys leave comments and things as well. So yeah, please share the love. And I just want to share with you, we have 10% off personal readings with me. So this is for one-on-one sessions. So if you use the discount code Beyond Mystic in all caps over at Maison Jupiter, you'll find my bookings have all moved over to there now. So I have the Starseed reading where we look into your Starseed origins and really talk about the ET subject in depth and really kind of get an understanding of who you are on a deeper level, your soul mission and why you've come here, but also kind of the workings on higher levels and how that connects and works down here in the earth realm and what we can do to kind of like utilize that and to launch you both combination of spiritual and the physical together. I love helping quantum jump my clients as well with all of that. I also have the 1 hour mystical oracle reading that some people are also booking sessions for, which tends to be a follow-up appointment. But you can also book that if you are looking to really ask your in-depth questions or you have a list of questions that you want to look into. That's also a lot of fun. So let's get into today's reading. And I have a little treat for you guys. I have some Australian cards. So this beautiful deck is the saltwater reading cards, which a gorgeous friend of mine gave me. And we see here that this is an original deck, an Aboriginal inspired artwork as well. So it's called Saltwater Reading Cards, and it's the journey with the messenger of the sea. Because I've been feeling a lot of ocean energy, hence my little dolphin coming to join us as well. So yeah, I've had dolphins showing up quite a lot in readings at the moment, as well as whale energy. Now, I think this is the resurgence of our memories that are connected with Atlantis. I'm seeing this in multiple readings over the last couple of weeks, and especially with what we saw happen in Hawaii as well. There's a lot of energy coming up into our field connected to do with the grids and things. Meg and Julie and I spoke about this last week on Divine Feminine Oracles too. So please keep up your meditation. Please keep up connecting with the beautiful crystalline grids that are connected with that area and also across to other sacred sites like Uluru over here in Australia and various other sacred sites around the world. So let's have a look into the card that I got. And it is the card of the giant clam. So there's also like a lot of healing energy in the artwork to do with this. Now, this is a card connected to do with harmony. And I'll just zoom in a little bit closer so you can see. So the giant clam is one of the largest living mollusks. They can live for up to 100 years time. And there can be up to over a meter in diameter, which I'm not sure what nationality or what country you're in watching this, but it's a really, really big size clam. So this is about harmony. So I'm just going to read the spot that Spirit just really drove me to. So giant clam speaks of harmony and mutual benefits that we can discover when harmony is achieved. Harmony is often about balance, coming to an agreement which sees both sides working together to achieve some kind of peaceful situation. The giant clam asks you to be open to helping others. There is often a reward for us to show generosity to others. So if you have been in discord or conflict, then the clam challenges you to make things right, to look for peaceful solutions for your current situation. This does not mean that you must settle for a situation that is damaging or not viable for you, as this will only cause you hurt and resentment in the long run. Instead, the giant clam asks you to look at how you can come to a kind of mutual benefit or agreement that is beneficial and harmonious for all that are involved. So this may even be an agreement to disagree, but important that has to be done with respect, integrity, and honesty. So yeah, this beautiful clam. And we also know that, with these sorts of energies, we get the pearl as well, with a lot of, I guess, oysters, and I'm not sure with clams, but it looked like a little pearl within that. So correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, it looked like a pearl in the picture. But I think this talks about, that reward from working mutually. That's what I take from it as well. And also we are coming up to the full moon. Let me just check. I think it was towards the end. Yes, it's the last day of August. So full moon will be in Pisces. And this will be about like reevaluating, letting go, and realigning. So this also works with that energy that we have with the giant clam. I do have another Australian card before we finish, but let's have a look into what's happening with this week ahead. So in my readings, over the week, there has been common collective themes around Atlantis and around letting go of old past life wounds and things, as well as transitioning and holding the plan for like future going forth and new grid activation. I've also seen some really cool things that I've never seen before in my life of doing readings. So different things that we're seeing like change within the shift of reality that we're going through on a vibrational upgrade level. I saw a plasma aura the other day, and I've seen probably within the last 2 weeks, 2 auras that have a coral rose gold type color, which I rarely see. I've literally only seen that a few times in my career as a reader. So there's a lot of unification that's happening on a higher level with higher spirit and with our different galactics and with the beautiful ETs and higher and multidimensional beings that are helping us. So I have 6 cards down here on my desk. I'm just going to feel into these and then we'll flip them over. I'll just show you. So just down here. So we'll feel into these before we flip them over. Okay. So I do feel that harmony energy. At the same time, I have similar coming up to what we had on Divine Feminine Oracles, where there's a whole subset of different vibrational frequencies. I really feel that difference between 3D, 4D, and 5D at the moment, and spirits like vibrate higher. This is really about, I guess, like the lotus that comes out of the mud or the pearl that comes out of the oyster. I really feel that this is about like shifting and sifting is the word that they're giving me. So we'll flip these over and we'll see what comes up. And there's a whole array of energies coming up. A lot of this is about past life energies too, and tapping into multidimensional versions of self. The first card we have is, look at this. It's kind of the 3 layers that we were talking about in terms of like upgrade, raising frequency and vibration. Now, this is Piscean and Jupiter energy too. So this is all about our growth, our expansion that we're going through, but we need to kind of surrender in a way, let emotions and things filter out of us, not to be so, the word Spirit's giving me is tender for some reason. It's almost like we need to not be too tender or too soft and inflexible. But what I see here is this coming in from spiritual. This is also about making yourself receptive to higher frequencies, higher codes coming in. We have a lot of solar codes coming in at this time too. But with this beautiful 9 of Cups, we also see this coming from the lotus. And knowing that the 9 is born out of the 8, the 8 is where we sort of get stuck. We try and fix solutions or come up with like solutions to things that we're stuck in, but we're coming at it from the same mind. This is asking you to shift out of the energy more into end result. So definitely shift into things already being resolved, especially with this full moon that we're about to have in Pisces energy too. So we've got a lot of Piscean vibes on at the moment. We also have the Knight of Cups, and what we see with him, this gorgeous Archangel Michael energy, full of heart chakra, connected to the Cancerian intuition energy. But we see the peacock, and I actually saw 2 peacocks the other day with taking the kids to like a little animal place. So the peacock message has also come up for me through the week. But what we see here is the peacock realm connected to bringing messages and delivering from one place to the other. So I do feel this is about us tapping into our intuition, to our guidance, to beings that are available on access from the higher realms at the moment. What we've seen through readings this week is 5 of Discs coming up a lot. So I do feel that this is the stuck energy. This is the program of the matrix that we're busting out of. And we see that even more with the Magnus card. So prepare to be feeling like you're sort of sitting there. And I even had a moment this morning eating breakfast with my partner. And I let go of this like big sigh. And he's like, what's happening? And I'm like, oh, I was just like thinking about how we're in the matrix and like we're in a simulated reality and we're like having Groundhog Day over and over. And I'm so ready for like the source codes to kind of like tap out of this. And it was funny because I felt spirit laughing at me while I was having this afterthought. And I'm like, it's this whole Truman Show type reality that we're really aware of. And I'm getting this come up in my readings at the moment too. There's multiple timeline realities. So many of you guys are also dreaming about multiple timelines where you have different friendship groups, different family, different jobs, different whole reality. So we're tapping into all of those simultaneous timelines at the moment. So what Spirit is showing us with the Magnus, and we see here, for me, he's kind of like a Neo in the Matrix character. This is when Neo realizes that he can actually control the bullets. So we're in a bit of a, okay, we're starting to get codes, we're starting to get information on how to operate outside of this frequency, outside of the bandwidth of the Matrix. And it was funny, I saw a meme as well, actually, and it was talking about with our astrology being kind of like our program or kind of like our guide into the simulated reality, which I've always joked about. And I'm like, another synchronicity. So I always see it as like our script or our play when we look into astrology. So yeah, definitely have a look into getting your astrology done because it gives you kind of the cheat codes in how to hack this reality. But what we see here with the new beginnings, this Ace of Disc energy, something different is about to land if we can come into alignment with us being creators. So again, we have this energy, Six of Cups. Six of Cups for me is where we see multiple timelines. We can see here that all these little lotus lamps, which this is Scorpio energy and the sun. There's something much deeper below the surface that we haven't been told as part of this program, part of this reality. So we're starting to tap in to these timeline potentials. So I have spoken on numerous shows about how to open up the pineal gland, how to get into alignment with receiving these visions, tapping into these realities. So anything that will help, whether it's melatonin, whether it's blue lotus and mugwort, damiana, sage tea, anything that's going to open the pineal gland is going to assist you in tapping into these multiple timeline realities. This is also beautiful with the Six of Cups because it is kind of almost you giving to the inner child aspect of self. So what part of you in these other timelines already has the cheat codes, already has the answers, or already has experience in what you're bringing into this reality? So definitely connect and meditate to these multiple versions of self. Let's have a look into the Star Tarot and see what's coming up, just as clarification. So we'll flip these ones straight over. So we have 10 of Pentacles. This is a beautiful blessing of soul family coming together. We have the 10 of Swords, Queen of Swords, Temperance. So it looks like something is about to come into alignment. We have 5 of Wands and we have 4 of Wands. I actually feel like with this, a lot of us have been hearing about programmings and things that are planned, I guess, from the darker side of things. Hold the faith. So 10 of Discs, connect with your soul family, connect with your star family, connect with your guides, connect with your spiritual support network. Hold that frequency, hold the grid is what we're seeing, because there's a lot of swords that are about to be released. This is a card of ruin in my other deck, or cruelty. So no, ruin is the card in the other deck. It can't touch your heart. The swords are to do with the mind. So keep your heart pure. Remind your mind that your heart is also, I guess, in charge in this kind of situation. Queen of Swords, this is also about us programming our reality, speaking our truth. This is what keeps us free. This is what keeps us liberated, because Queen of Swords for me is about our freedom, our liberation, taking the mask off, literally, is what this represents. We see Temperance, and with this Temperance energy, we know that something is about to come into alignment. This could be divine timing, perfect harmony. Perhaps you're sensing kind of like a wave in the field of something about to change. We do see 5 of Wands, which is strife energy. This is Sagittarius and Mercury energy. Oh no, sorry, Saturn and Sagittarius energy. So with this could be new restrictions, new control, and things that we see coming in over the next couple of weeks. But 4 of Wands, go into deep meditation. Do not let this affect you. Keep your wits about you. Go into hibernation if you need, in terms of like spiritually speaking. But yeah, 4 of Wands, it's a cycle of completion. So if there is something planned to constrict or control or try and get us to go along with this Ten of Swords energy, I do feel that it is about going in another level to not let it defeat us. So yeah, really interesting energies. I do have one more card planned, but first, I also just want to jump back to reminding you guys that we also have this beautiful full moon in Pisces singing bowl meditation coming up, which will be live August 31st on the Beyond Mystic Academy. So please make sure to go on over and register. We have the beautiful Janine and the gorgeous Selena. So it's going to be about letting go and healing the past. So this is a really beautiful energy working with Pisces full moon. So it might be like a little bit emotionally charged, but it's a great time to release under this Pisces full moon. So remembering it's also about reevaluating, realigning, and letting go. I also just want to remind you guys to please show the love, like, share, and subscribe on Beyond Mystic. As you can see, we have so many beautiful shows over on here and on the Rumble channel. Jean-Claude and Julie and the girls work really hard to put all of these out. So yeah, so much to watch at the moment. And we all have our favorites. I love catching up with all of my team and just seeing like what information they're putting out too. Also reminding you that I have 10% off for your next reading. So please use Beyond Mystic in all caps, either on the Starseed reading or the Mystical Oracle reading over at Maison Jupiter. And I am wearing my gorgeous Maison Jupiter jumper, as we say here in Australia. I think you guys might say sweater over the other side of the world. But let's have a look into what we have for the final card for today. So we have my beautiful Wild Wisdom of Australia deck that has come to play with us tonight. And I've had some gorgeous messages with bees. I just realized we have a bee. So there's been there was a beautiful bee message coming up in one of my readings today. I love seeing like everyone's readings and what comes up, because I'm literally like Alice in Wonderland, not knowing what to expect. But we have Dragonfly energy coming up for you guys this week, which is about nature spirits, fairies, and enchantment. And a few of my clients over in the Northern Hemisphere have been talking about dragonfly encounters and almost like a mystical feeling with them. So we can see here our Australian dragonfly looks a little bit different to the one perhaps in your part of the world. We do have some normal looking ones as well. I'll just read you a little bit about what this is about. So this is about transformation taking place. It's about exploring the beauty of all of your emotions. So this is really important coming up to this Pisces full moon that we're entering. It also symbolizes manifestation through your thought. You create the world around you, so make conscious choices on how you would like it to be colored. Call on Dragonfly to help see you through illusion, allowing for growth that paves the way for possibility and potential to emerge. Let your inner light shine. If you resonate with fairies, connect through dragonfly energy. When a dragonfly lands on you, this is extremely good luck. How can you take advantage of this favorable energy? This is the Mercury retrograde we're in. So yeah, it's all about connecting to your spirit, connecting to the magic of nature, fairy realms, and good fortune. It's connected to solar plexus, and the advice is about personal and spiritual development. It's all about being ready to evolve and accept yourself. So thank you so much for watching and for your beautiful comments and like, shares, and subscribes. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.